for Year 11 Methods. It comes out of Chapter 14, 14F, question number 2. Finding exact values of angles that aren't in the first quadrant. We've memorised this table, and this table helps us work out what the angles are in the first quadrant. So there's my table that I've memorised what happens in the first quadrant. And I can do anything for the first quadrant. Here's my first quadrant. When I'm in other quadrants, however, I can use this all stations to Coolaroo to work out whether it's positive or negative, and then I use the first quadrant to find out the value. So it's a two-step process. I need to find out whether it's positive or negative, and then I need to know what value it is. The table will tell me the value. This will tell me whether it's positive or negative. Okay, sine of 2 pi on 3. Where is 2 pi on 3? If this is 0 and this is pi, that's 3 pi on 3. So 1 pi on 3 is here, 2 pi on 3 is here. So I'm in the second quadrant. In the second quadrant, sine is positive. So this is going to be the same as the positive sine of pi on 3. And this table tells me that the sine of pi on 3 is root 3 on 2. So my answer here is positive root 3 on 2. Part D, sine of 7 pi on 6. Where is 7 pi on 6? If this is 0 and this is pi, that's the same as 6 pi on 6. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pi on 6 is here in the third quadrant. Tan is the only thing that's positive in the third quadrant, so the sine of 7 pi on 6 will equal negative, because I'm in the third quadrant, whatever the value of the sine of pi on 6 is. And that's where I go to my table. Sine of pi on 6 is a half, so my answer is negative 1/2. Where is the sine of 5 pi on 3? So I need to ask the question, where is 5 pi on 3? Here is 0, there's pi, so that's 3 pi on 3. So I've got 1 pi on 3, 2 pi on 3, 3 pi on 3, 4 pi on 3, 5 pi on 3 is here in the fourth quadrant. In the fourth quadrant, cosine is positive, which means the sine will be negative. And I go to the first quadrant to find out what the sine of pi on 3 is. And the sine of pi on 3 is root 3 on 2. So I'm looking at negative root 3 on 2. So I've got a two-step process that I'm working out these angles, the sine, or cos, or tan, of angles that aren't in the first quadrant. I work out where the angles are. This first one was in the second quadrant. It was sine, so therefore it's positive. The second, the D, was in the third quadrant. Tan's the only thing that's positive, so it was negative. In G, I was in the fourth quadrant. Cosine's the only thing that's positive there, so this sine's going to be negative. But I then go to my table of values that I've remembered for the first quadrant, and I look for sine of pi on 3, sine of pi on 6, sine of pi on 3, to give me the value.